Hey everyone, Steven from Scarecrow Miniature Painting here. Capprint3d Print asked us to do a review of his prints. So let's go over that right now. First and foremost, I love the quality of the plastic. I do feel that these needed to be a little bit more cured, because there is still a lot of flash that we are going to have to clean up before we prime these throughout there. The bases are extremely detailed. I love this base specifically. Once I go to prime it and do the effect, that what I'm going to do with this one is all of that gore pile right there is going to be covered in UV resin. And it's going to be all blood. Then we got this one. So this is your pretty much basic stand you'll see on most 3D prints, where you can see the foot right there. And this is the print. Same thing, got a few flash bits that we need to clean up before we... I'm trying to get to focus. Before we work on it. The detail is still amazing on this figure, though. That hand, you can still see all the claws and everything like that. That you want to make sure that is visible. Some of the detail on the armor I can tell was fading away on the print. Right there. So I have to get a specific angle to check it. So this figure will probably just be non-metallic metalled with black satin. This way it's easier to do that and get that. Once again, yeah, you can see the flash up there. I'm going to clean that up. Same with on the arms. Now you do also get stickers with it. A Minotaur and a Ranger is what I got. Let's go over what I like about the figures and what I dislike. So first and foremost, let's go over the dislikes, because there's just very minimal of it. The amount of flash and where the flash is. If I'm buying fully 3D printed figures, I expect flash. But when there's some flash, cover it up with my thumb and try to, right there. In my personal opinion, that should have already been cleaned up before shipment. Secondly, while I'm looking at this, the handle on the hilt of the sword there is off balance. What it looks like might have happened, based on the length, is that you might have cut out the sword there and then trying to get that flash and then realized, oh, but that's got to stay there. Not an issue. I can always make it look like it's a damaged hilt. The plastic itself, though, I am going to have to wash with a toothbrush, because you can hear it as I'm rubbing against it and see it, that there is some massive flash just on there. A good curing station will fix that. Along with a good wash station. What I always recommend for 3D printers when doing stuff like this is wash your figures right after you cure them, and they will be sent in with far less detail issues. For instance, right here, I can't tell if that's flash or if that's supposed to be on the figure itself. With this one, same thing. All the flash, and yes, you do hear a little Scarecrow talking back in the background. that is all going to get covered up anyway, and I can definitely clean that out, so that's not an issue. Now let's go over what I like about them. So first and foremost, this base. Very detailed, very beautiful base. Very sturdy. Um, I like how with this print, it does have pegs to lock it into the base. This way when I'm doing the priming on it, it's not going to be falling all over the place. Whereas with this one, I have to glue it down first, and that can be kind of a hassle. Secondly, just the detail that the figures do have. In my personal opinion, is outstanding. It looks, and I'll double check the website or your website, but it looks like this one's horns weren't 3D printed all the way. So definitely, once again, just like with that sword, make sure that you're getting that to print all the way. I mean, this is not an issue. I can make it look like a broken antler. It's a lot less of an issue than if it was like a hand or an arm. But even the detail on that fur is amazing. This is one of the few models that I've seen where actual fur is on the legs and the arms fully. Oh, it's on the torso too. I did not realize that. But yeah, I really like this model. I like both models that we did get. Let me show off this base because I really like how this base looks. So I'll double check because I don't remember these gemstones being there. But just that body right there, that's going to be a fun one to do. It's going to be a lot of gore across the board on this. It's got some nice skulls already on it. So I'm not having to add any. Some nice mushrooms up there, you can see. The one thing I would say about this base is because a base like this, you're not going to do with it built on. And I gotta remember how to put it back on. But you don't want to do it on, so you're gonna have to prime it, paint it, prime this separately, and then super glue the pegs into it. Definitely a lot of work, but it's gonna turn out great. Once we're done with the diorama, that's when we're gonna paint it and give a full scope of it. Now this was shipped out a week or two ago. It was internationally shipped from the UK to St. Louis, Missouri. So in my personal opinion, that's a fairly decent time to go through customs, and everything like that. And like I said, these are perfect miniatures for really anything that you want to do. Testing, detailing, even the pin or the back of the skirt there is detailed. You can see it right there. So it definitely looks, they're definitely looking good when it comes to the figures. Definitely go give them a shout out and follow. Once again, that is Capprint3d, CAPPRINTSKI 3D here on TikTok. And check out their website too. I don't know if these were, like I said, I don't know if these were rejects that I got or if these were how they're supposed to be printed. But Capsky, good job. They're looking good. Please take my advice and clean up them a little bit better for next time for an actual shipment.